I'm here with the man who is hoping to kickstart his career tonight, Jacob Guile. Jacob, it's a big night tonight. You've got Buckshot Brian Brock. He's known for taking heads off. How are you going to combat that here tonight?
Look, I'm excited for it, honestly. I've been wanting a kind of match like this. I've been coming here to the Proving Ground to do exactly that, to prove that I belong here. Every single match that I've had ever since the Proving Ground come back, I've taken on bigger and better opponents. Sometimes I've won, sometimes I haven't come up so lucky. But Brian Brock, he's the whole another beast, man. He's the kind of guy that you want to prove yourself against. And he's got a mighty hand, but I got a mighty boot. And the Kickstarter is ready for it. Kickstarter's gonna go in that ring, fight the good fight. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty confident in myself that I'm gonna make it.
There you hear it, ladies and gentlemen. Jacob Guile feeling very confident here tonight. We'll be back with WWN Proving Ground. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Princess of Weird, Josh Johnson, and I'm hoping to get a word with Buckshot Brian Brock. And there he is right now. Brian, how you doing, man? Long time no see. I've got the wonderful WWN live cameras here. We gotta know, I just had an interview with Kickstarter Jacob Guile, and dude, some of the stuff he was saying he was gonna knock your head off tonight. And I know that's look, that's what you said. That's not what I said.
Out here the last couple of weeks is Proving Ground this, Proving Ground that. Somebody says it's gonna take my head off. Well, let me tell you something here, kid. I ain't got nothing to prove. You're the one that's got something to prove. So if you're going around talking like that, well, all I got to say is give me your best shot, and we'll see who comes out on top.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. He's Buckshot Brian Brock making his Proving Ground debut here tonight. Let's go down to the action.
And we tearing down this place off the liquor that we chase. Got some egos to the face, baby, I don't need no space. Coming closer for a taste, and I'll show you how I make everything just fade away. Cause she's like sex, drugs, cocaine, body so insane. Jealous of the clothing that she wears up on a tight frame. All game, no shame, baby came here to play. I feel like an addict cause she's sex, drugs, cocaine.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ambassador of the World Wrestling Network, Trevin Adams, joined by the esteemed D'Lo Jordan.
That is right. I am back again, Trevin. I'm amazed you guys didn't get rid of me after the first time.
There's no escaping the tractor beam that is WWN Proving Ground, D'Lo Jordan. Now you're part of the permanent broadcast team, just like Josh Johnson has joined the broadcast team. And how about Josh Johnson spinning things up between Brian Brock and Jacob Guile?
Yeah, that's a hell of a guy to get worked up. That's a dangerous man, Brian Brock.
I would not have stood as close as Josh did. So credit to Josh for having the guts to hold the microphone while Brian lost his composure.
He is from Poughkeepsie, New York, weighing in at 230 pounds. He is the Kickstarter.
Jacob Guile making his return here to WWN Proving Ground. Young man we've been watching upwards of 5 years through different incarnations here at WWN Proving Ground. Once upon a time, made it to the finals of the Proving Ground rookie tournament. A lot has changed since then. Jacob Guile, obviously a man with some size, but Brian Brock is a beast, D'Lo.
Absolutely. So I'm keeping an eye on Jacob Guile, and a young man that's still trying to find himself. How will he stack up to Brian Brock here tonight? We'll find out.
Brock, of course, coming off a big win over Troy Hollywood at WWN and FIP Present in Full Force 2022. The video on demand of that event is available as part of your club WWN subscription. What a big lockup here. Really is like two bulls, and how about Jacob Guile getting the better of that?
Wow, I wouldn't have predicted that.
Brock, though, getting out of the way.
Oh, could not follow up, though.
Well, that's it, and Brock is a guy with incredible agility for a man his size.
Oh!
Just chomping on the head.
My God.
100% D-Lo.
Is he biting him? Oh.
Brock literally chomping on the head of his opponent is Brian Brock.
Just like an animal.
It's crazy to think that Brock had on about 10 years in the sport. Originally was trained by Steve Kern. I wonder what Steve Kern would think about Brock.
Oh, wow.
Eating the head of Jacob Guile here on WWN Proving Ground.
He probably would approve, Trevin.
Guys like Robert Fuller, Kevin Sullivan also having a hand in mentoring Brock. I know Sullivan would surely approve of biting your opponent.
I would think so.
Elbow.
Ah, another hard shot to the back of the neck, Trevin.
Now you see ropes being used as a weapon, and Brock, you notice no superstar Sean Davis at ringside, just like in Full Force. And, you know, when Brock doesn't have somebody to control him, things can go south pretty quick, D-Lo.
Yeah, that's what I'm anticipating here. What's this?
Pain for Guile for sure. And
oh!
Our senior official, Billy Grace, tried to admonish Brian Brock, and I don't think Brock's even remotely phased.
A shot like that, Trevin, will take all the wind out of you.
Now the pin.
Oh.
Oh, Brock pulls up Guile. You're kidding me.
What's this? Pulled him up at one, Trevin. He's not done here, apparently.
You should have stayed home, Guile.
Definitely some confidence and disrespect on display from Brian Brock here, but I think you're already starting to see Guile. Ooh, return fire coming back to life, and Brock underestimates Guile, D-Lo. This is going to go south for Brock.
Yeah, possibly.
Kickstarter in full effect. Don't know, though, if that stopped Brock for long.
No, he doesn't look very phased. Oh!
Lariat takes the head off of Guile into the pin. Brock wins.
There it is.
Here's your winner, Buckshot
Brian Brock clearly not paid by the hour here at WWN Proving Ground. And I'll give it to Jacob Guile. Going head-to-head with Brian Brock, but as always, Brian Brock, when left without superstar Sean Davis, just an absolute monster.
Absolute uncaged monster. An impressive match, and, you know, Jacob Guile stood his own, but in the end, it just wasn't enough.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on-field reporting here for WWN Proving Ground. I'm Princess of Weird Josh Johnson, and right now we've got a word here with Brian Brock. Brian, please stop for a second. You did not make a liar out of anybody. You said you were going to knock his head off, and you
I
certainly
never
did.
lied to nobody in my entire life. Jacob Guile, you got on this microphone, you looked in this camera, and you said you were going to take my head off. Well, listen up, kid. What just happened out there, that's only a small amount of what I can do. Next time you talk, you better think about what you're saying first.
Everybody is put on notice. You gotta watch your mouth around Buckshot, Brian Brock. More from us here at Proving Ground real soon.
Come see Proving Ground live every Friday night at Richey Racquetball and Sports Club in Port Richey, Florida at 7 p.m. Step inside the new WWN Training Center for an experience like no other. Proving Ground is a night of fun for the whole family. Tickets are available at the door and seating is limited. Doors open at 6:30 p.m.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Referee.
And what a special treat. Jim Bragg, a man who's officiated a good 3-4 decades possibly, D'Lo, excited to have him here at WWN Proving Ground.
Absolutely. A seasoned pro. He's going to call it right down the middle.
Port Ayala coming in with a little extra of a chip on the shoulder back in episode 10, being defeated by Gus de la Vega in that brass knuckles on a pole match. Of course, there was no Francisco Ciatso that night. Things could be a little different here tonight.
And his opponent,
O'Reilly, 13 years in the sport, wrestled all over the United States. Of course, in recent years, you've seen him here in WWN Proving Ground and other places in the state of Florida. I'm interested, D'Lo, to see his experience going to help Sean O'Reilly is the pure physical specimen that is Port Ayala going to be victorious tonight.
I tell you what, O'Reilly's got his work cut out for him tonight, especially with Ciatso on the outside. You never know what's going to go on here, Trevin. Port Ayala is a mountain of a man by himself. But with the addition of Francisco, boy, it's going to be an uphill battle for O'Reilly tonight.
Yeah, no question whatsoever. And that's the thing when it comes to Port Ayala. There's a confidence there. And though in the sport for 6 years and currently doing the graduate work, if you will, under Tokyo Monster Gahagas at Thunder Championship Wrestling, there's still certain times where when Rich is out here, the cockiness perhaps is Rich's worst enemy. But Ciatso, we've seen what Ciatso's done for the Metro Brothers in Full Impact Pro, and I don't think we've seen a loss for Port Ayala with Francisco Ciatso in his corner.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we have, Trevin. This Port Ayala, you mentioned that he's definitely feeling himself. He's no shy guy. He'll tell you how great he is. Going to the leg now is O'Reilly.
Sean definitely putting some speed out there. We already mentioned the years of experience for Sean O'Reilly. And trying to take down Ayala, but as Ayala will tell you proudly, 6'4", 240 pounds, and catching Sean O'Reilly, all muscle, dumping O'Reilly over the ropes.
There's that power on display again, Trevin.
And keep in mind, O'Reilly's held championships throughout the state of Florida, as well as already mentioned, all throughout the United States, whether it's Salt Lake City, St. Louis.
Stupid Irishman, huh? How you like that? You're nothing. You're a punk.
Look at Ciatso.
You're a punk.
Oh my God. Can you imagine being beat down by Port Ayala and just berated by Francisco Ciatso at ringside?
The intimidation factor and the bullying, it's just a ridiculous combination here. You can see our guest official tonight, Jim Bragg, looking on. Bragg's probably seen it all, but what do you think he thinks about Ayala?
It's got to be incredibly hard for Sean O'Reilly to focus on this match. And you got Ciatso in the back of your mind, and this absolute monster, what a back elbow. Pinfall.
Yeah, the 2 count only. Credit to O'Reilly. There's one thing we've seen from Sean O'Reilly over the years, it's a refusal to quit. This is a man that, of course, being choked right now, you gotta be kidding me. Ayala's taken every second of that 5 count.
Yeah, that one right there was pretty blatant. And the referee administrated 5 count.
Ayala mocking the WWN faithful. Here, Ciatso directing traffic.
And that's the other thing too. Ciatso isn't just out there hanging out. He's actually coaching Port Ayala all out through this match.
On me!
I told you, he'll tell you how great he is.
Well, it's hard to argue when it comes to Ayala. You're seeing a beautiful slam there. We've talked about this multiple times. Wait, pinfall! 2 count only. But we've talked about this multiple times when it comes to Ayala. First professional match was in Japan at Wrestle 1. Wow. How many people can say they debuted, especially when you're a gaijin, how many people can say they debuted in Japan? And that's, of course, Port Ayala, who started his training under the Amazing Red. So that's a heck of a tutelage to begin with. But now here's O'Reilly coming back. But the big man from the Bronx just stopping O'Reilly once again.
Show what it's like, easy. Show what it's like to live, Richie. Come on.
Got a heck of a mix here, right? You got the big man from the Bronx. You got Ciatso representing Italy, O'Reilly representing Ireland.
I guess this is an international affair, Trevin.
Shows the melting pot that is not just the United States, but WWN Proving Ground. So here's O'Reilly coming off, but caught again.
Oh, caught him again. He's too strong. What's this?
Port Authority connects, and I think this is all she wrote. The pin.
That's got to be it.
It is. RPA wins.
Oh my goodness.
And the chorus of boos here, and see Ayala stopping Ciatso. Ciatso is ready to put the boots.
Oh, that's surprising.
Oh, of course he changed his mind.
Oh.
Francisco Ciatso will be in action later tonight, but right now, 2-on-1 post-match attack. Nothing Jim Bryan can do about it. Wait, that's Gus De La Vega coming out with the chair.
Oh, wait a minute.
Clearing house.
Just in the nick of time.
The long-running issue between De La Vega, Port Ayala. Of course, tonight in our main event, WWN Proving Ground, Francisco Ciatso is going to face Gus De La Vega.
What a main event it's going to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, Princess of Weird Josh Johnson here, and I've got another amazing interview with Jonathan Hudson. You've got a heck of a match coming up. I've been saying it a lot. It's a huge star-studded night here at Proving Ground. What makes your match so important?
What makes my match so important? Well, the Alpha Daddy Professional Wrestling, Jonathan Hudson, his match is so important because this is my only second match in WWN. My first match, the debut of the Alpha Daddy, was a W, was a win. My official debut was the Young Lions Rumble, and I tore through that rumble. That's why I'm back. What's so special? What's so special? Because you are looking at the future of WWN and the future of professional wrestling.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's about to go out there. He's the star of the show. Andy, how you doing, man? I know you're ready for tonight. I know you're going to make tonight super special. How you feeling heading into this contest?
Josh, tonight is super special. You see, the marquee now reads Alpha Daddy Jonathan Hudson versus the star of the show, Andy Mack. You know, it's funny, I don't know anything about being a daddy. You know, Andy Mack's all about protection. But as far as being an alpha, the star of the show in itself means alpha. So what Jonathan Hudson is going to find out tonight is that when you step into the spotlight with the star of the show, you become a beta real quick. I ain't forget about that autograph for your niece, all right?
Thank you very much. He's the star of the show, and he's gonna prove it right here at Proving Ground.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Referee. We get some.
Got some serious experience in this matchup. About to come to the ring in John Hudson. John Hudson, 16 years in the sport, pretty much decimated the Midwest, the longest reigning adrenaline ringside wrestling heavyweight champion in Indiana, a tri-states champion in Chicago. But now, coming to Florida, coming to WWN Proving Ground, and a very interesting opponent here tonight. Mack himself, 7 years in the sport, though most recently training at Flatbacks, another set of graduate school, if you will. The case here for Andy Mack, Sean Spears, Tyler Breeze, some pretty serious names to train under. And you just heard this is a man that pretty much, in his opinion, owned Memphis, Tennessee. Whether that's true or not's another story, but now coming to WWN Proving Ground. I'm excited for this one.
Trevin, I'm trying my best to be partial or unbiased here, but the way this guy walks through the ring makes you want to dislike him, no?
Well, there's definitely a cockiness there, and wanted to make sure that I stated that he is the youngest and first ever three-time 901 wrestling champion in Memphis, Tennessee, and also the Ringside Wrestling Worldwide Twitch champion. Now, the quality of those credentials, we're going to find out right now what those mean, as Andy Mack has to face off against John Hudson here, WWN Proving Ground. By the way, lucky number, episode number 13.
Did you say Twitch champion? Like Twitch streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
For Ringside Wrestling. I have no clue where that is, but...
apparently it's a thing.
Yeah, not meant to be a knock. It was Andy who insisted these are accolades that Andy would have put over, but again, it all matters in the moment here as two big guys locking it up. John, though, clearly with the size advantage.
Yeah, he's clearly got the size and power advantage. Backs Andy Mack up with ease.
Clean break. Wow.
Oh, doing some push-ups here, getting a pump going.
Hey, I'll give it to Mack. I know a lot of folks who couldn't do one push-up, let alone that many, and not blow up, but not sure that pump is helping against John Hudson.
Oh, man. An absolute brick house.
Well, and say what you will about Mack, but he's a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo.
Wow, impressive.
Actually made it to a tournament championship in that sport. And I guess this should surprise no one. He's got a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Performance from the University of Memphis. And right now, the performance of Andy Mack's leaving a little bit to be desired against John Hudson.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shoulder tackle. Looks like it might have separated a shoulder there or something.
wouldn't be surprised. Look at the size of John Hudson. It's a big, tough dude. Already talked about his time in the Midwest, from Indiana, Illinois, Milwaukee. Believe it or not, Hudson comes from a Hollywood background as well, so if Hudson wants, I think he could throw a little performance himself, but Andy Mack.
Oh, wow.
Not a Mack truck, huh? Not a Mack truck.
Not at all.
That can't be that bad. Business, right? Want to get in business?
Might as well have charged into a brick wall.
Yeah, again. Pick those little feet up and go.
Big Mac takes the whole Memphis, Tennessee thing pretty seriously. Wanted me to insist that he's proficient in the use of the pile driver, but
oh my God.
No extra momentum was going to help with a shoulder tackle there. John Hudson, point once again. Are we scoring this on points, D'Lo?
This is futile. I think Andy Mack ought to rethink his strategy here.
Yeah, and Andy Mack's actually a lefty, so the fact that it's the left arm hurting for Andy Mack is not a good thing right now.
Doing himself a huge disservice.
Wow. Think Hudson's gonna go for it?
Oh boy, I hope this isn't gonna happen. This is not gonna end well. Wait a minute.
I think Andy was hoping the momentum again, but the hip toss from Hudson taking down Andy Mack again and again. Mack's in trouble here. What a slam.
Oh.
And now the pin. The 2 count only, so D'Lo, I will give it to Andy Mack. Despite the pain on the face, he's still in this thing for the moment.
You know, I think he played himself on that one. He tried to switch it up, change directions. And Jonathan Hudson is right there to meet him.
That suplex. With ease, John Hudson.
He's making him think about it.
Oof. Imagine the blood flow into the head of Andy Mack. You said it. What goes, you've been in these positions, D'Lo. What goes through your head when you're held up in the air like that by a bigger man?
Well, have you ever been hung upside down? It's just incredibly uncomfortable. It's not a natural position, and it disorients you.
And that disorientation could continue here, but no, Mack.
Oh, to the eyes.
You saw it. Able to get down, break in the eyes, and a drop kick. Took a shortcut, but finally Andy Mack showing some offense here.
Oh, man. Like you said, the southpaw just laying in those left-hand punches. Oh, big stomp.
Star of the show's taking things over here. The pin. Not even one?
No, it looks like this beast has got a lot more left in the tank. Andy Mack is really going to have to get in high gear here.
Nick Mack took a shot and really needs to be following up here. Look at the pop in circumstance instead of following up on the opponent, and Mack now getting beaten again. Oh, DDT! I take it back.
Well, it looked like he was starting to twitch.
And the leg drop. You can see John Hudson showing the effects of the attack from Andy Mack.
Yeah, Andy Mack is definitely making some leeway here now.
And every second of that 5 count once again. Got officiating legend Jim Bragg here, but Jim's definitely got a bit of a slow cadence with these 5 counts. And I mean that in a polite way. It's consistent, but a lot of time to choke the opponent there for Andy Mack.
Absolutely. Andy Mack now working on the wind of Jonathan Hudson. Could be a decent strategy, but he's not playing by the rules at all.
Mack sliding out. Just a fist to the face of Hudson. But look at this. taken the time to, I shouldn't say pander, because honestly, Andy Mack could probably give two craps what these people think. He just wants to be a attention hog, and the attention hog just had an uppercut take the head off of himself, Andy Mack.
He took absolutely too much time there, and he let Jonathan Hudson recover, and that's what happens.
Lariat, followed by the elbow. Hudson, man. What a kick.
Oh my God.
For a big man. That short arm clothesline. I think this is it, D'Lo. No.
2 count only.
How is Mack still in this?
Yeah, a kick to the head like that, liable to put your lights out. Shows great flexibility on the part of Jonathan Hudson.
Now that shin breaker. Andy Mack still showing signs of life, and in fact, finding a way to catch Hudson into the neck breaker, and could it be pinfall? Oh, no, 2 only. Can you imagine Andy Mack, if Mack is victorious here tonight over John Hudson? Will we ever hear the end of it, D'Lo?
I don't think we ever would. I'd call that an upset, if I'm being honest.
From the perspective of the resume of both of these men, they both come in accomplished to Proving Ground. We've only seen Hudson a few times, but every time we've seen John has impressed. And I think John's starting to impress again here with the versatility to continue this matchup.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, discus lariat. That's all she wrote.
That will be all.
Memorable debut for Andy Mack, but big win for John Hudson here at WWN Proving Ground. Get the feeling we're going to see a lot more of both of these athletes in the future. Be interested to hear how Andy Mack spins this one.
Absolutely. 2 athletes we definitely need to keep an eye on.
Did I win? Did I get him? Did I get him? I win?
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a huge night so far here at WWN Proving Ground. I am now hoping to get a word now with Jonathan Hudson. I heard he's going to be here in the park. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Hudson. He was able to get the victory here tonight. Impressive victory. I see you're already celebrating with a cold one, sir.
First of all, thank you. That was an impressive victory, wasn't it?
It most certainly was. I know everybody at home is watching in shock right now.
Not only did I hold him up for the 10 count of the suplex, but I hit him with the discus clothesline and kept him down for the 1, 2, 3 while he looked up at the stars. Now, for the people watching at home, I don't want you to get anything twisted. I'm not a huge drinker. I'm really not. The Alpha Daddy's not a big drinker, but when I do drink, I like to drink beer. And when I have a beer, it's after a W. Any other questions, sir?
No, sir. That's going to cover it for me right now. You just heard it, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to go back to enjoying his victory beer. He is Jonathan Hudson. More to come from WWN Proving Ground.
Everywhere we go, we hear, how do I become a professional wrestler? How do I get into the business? Now's your chance. The WWNTC is the place to be.
Taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock.
It goes beyond just wrestling in the ring. We teach you fitness, nutrition, and everything in between, even developing your own unique wrestling persona, and then we get you on shows after you're done with your training.
'Cause I don't need saving, it's everything I've been chasing, all here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me, I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. They're about to go out there for their huge tag team match. I'm with Puma and Malachite. Gentlemen, how you feeling going in there?
We feel amazing, absolutely amazing. Me and Puma have been here busting our butts every single week. We're here to be the best.
So how do you feel of them calling you a weak kitty, Puma?
Like tonight, I'm showing them how much of a weak kid I really am after I beat them again.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, they're Puma and Malachite, and they're coming in our way right now.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Well, here we go. Tag team action here, WWN Proving Ground, and it is a rematch from episode 12. Curious to see how this one's going to go down. Team that has been consistently impressive here at WWN Proving Ground. Malachite, Puma. Will a second victory come against this set of opponents?
And their opponents.
Puma and Malachite, their first choice might not have been tag teaming, but they've been holding it down here, Trevin. Been very impressive as a tag team. And will it continue tonight? Well, have you know, Better Together sent in a note insisted that they are quote-unquote back by popular demand, and for some reason I suspect that's not true, D'Lo. I've got a question. Is Hadar Horvitz sniffing his chest here? Is that what he's doing?
I'm really not sure. Never been to Israel, so maybe it's a cultural thing I don't quite understand.
Oh, he's just making sure he's fresh, maybe. There he goes again.
Wow.
He wants to be respectful for his opponent.
We talked in episode 12 about the experience of Hadar, of Ori. Combined 16 plus years. Yet both guys in their incredibly early 20s. Ori 21, Hadar 22. Puma Malachite, conversely, obviously young as well. Much less years of experience, but just so much athleticism. Curious to see how this thing's going to start.
What is he on? Is he all right? Are you okay? Of course I'm all right. This is my game right now. Yeah.
Might as well just give the microphone to Better Together. They could do their own commentary.
Yeah, seriously. They don't turn off, do they?
No, not at all. And using the hair of Chris Malachite, Hadar Horvitz.
Oh, wow. Early in the match, he goes to diabolical tactics. What is going on?
Yeah, it looks like even Hadar is a little thrown off by Ori right now.
Anything you could do, right?
Hey, you heard WWN Faithful seem to like Malachite and Puma Johnson quite a bit more than Better Together, and that's not surprising in the least. We've only seen Better Together one other time, and they did not endear themselves whatsoever to anybody here. And not just the fans in attendance. I mean, the locker room, WWN officials, pretty much everybody who had a bone to pick with Better Together by the end of the night. And I don't think that either Hadar or Ori realized it whatsoever.
These guys, it's never a good thing when you can't endear yourself to a locker room, Trevin. But I think these guys have got the raw talent to go anywhere they want to.
The tag to Puma Johnson now. Just been so impressed once again by Puma, by Malachite. What's Ori doing?
Oh, gets thrown out for his efforts.
Puma back in control here. We already talked about both Puma and Malachite, trained by Soulman Alex G. Oh, pinfall! And that was a quick kick out by Hadar, but both Hadar and Ori doing the grad school, if you will, at flatbacks. And I'm really ready to give Sean Spears and Tyler Breeze a call and ask what those two think about Better Together, because I get the feeling the answer would probably be two talented guys that live on their own planet. And I don't mean Sean and Tyler, I mean Better Together.
Better Together, right. These two definitely, pinfall. Oh!
The arm drag well executed there.
They definitely march to the beat of their own drum. And sometimes they seem like the one doesn't know what the other is doing either, so.
And now the key lock, and what is, Ori just runs in, and Malachite able to take out both men.
Oh!
Double drop kick as well. It's interesting here. Strength on display. Official Billy Gray's giving a lot of latitude to Better Together, but.
Well, if he's going to come in illegally and it backfires, I guess Billy's going to let it ride.
And here's Puma Johnson saving Chris Malachite. Better Together. Caught by two drop kicks from Puma. Malachite, well executed.
That did not go their way at all for Better Together just now.
For sure, Better Together need to regroup, to say the least.
Definitely. I believe they're going to use close to all of this 10 count.
Wouldn't surprise me in the least. Now, I want to make sure I didn't miss it. Hadar is still the legal man, right?
Absolutely. There was no tag made.
I'm sick of you and your shiny glitter nonsense. Down with the Puma. I'm not moving it. Go get the Puma. Come on. All right. Hadar, listen to me. I learned him. I spent weeks in nature to get him. The Puma. Tag me in. It's not a real Puma.
Wow.
Yeah. Get him, Puma. Roll.
All right. Oh.
Did not go Ori Gold's way whatsoever.
No, sir.
Not surprisingly, Puma Johnson able to take advantage of, really, I think it's the bravado. Blind tag, though.
Oh, tag made.
Of Better Together. And that's the key. I think that tag right there, I don't think Puma realizes.
Oh! Misdirection.
That's it. Hadar Horvitz now the legal man, and Puma in trouble. And it's very smart from the perspective of tag team wrestling. I say this so often, D-Lo. It is the units, not the individuals. And say what you will about Better Together, but when they get gelling, man, it's been nothing but impressive.
Yes, sir, absolutely. The unit has definitely got to be better than the sum of its parts. And that's what we're seeing here from Better Together. They've got Puma now isolated in their corner. This is tag team 101, Trevin.
And while the official's distracted, you see Hadar taking advantage, beating on Puma.
I think this is where we see Better Together switch gears here and really get serious about this match.
Now the pin. And the one thing I got to give to all four of these athletes, the conditioning. These guys are in insane shape, and for a lot of guys, you know, they'd be blown up and already taken out after being in the ring this long. I think better together is just getting started.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's the convenience of a tag team match, is that, you know, you can get your partner and keep somewhat fresh, but when you're just getting beaten on, like Puma Johnson is now, it takes a air of endurance.
And now Hadar tagged in. Finally, a legal double team, at least within the 5 seconds that Better Together has to work.
Just antagonizing. What was that?
And that's the key. You anger your opponent. Official stops the opponent from coming in. You're able to go 2-on-1.
My God.
And yet again, trying to provoke Chris Malachite into the ring. Puma dumped head first, the tag to Ori. Johnson's been isolated here, man.
Absolutely, they're putting a beating on him for sure.
The tandem leg sweeps. That's not all. Double drop kick, well executed.
Oh!
2 count only. And man, credit again to Better Together. Not only have they controlled the pace of the matchup, they've kept Puma Johnson cut off, and even that pinfall predicament there, Malachite would have had to go the entire length of the ring. Wasn't going to happen.
I'm somewhat impressed by the resilience of Puma, but it's just a matter of out at 2.
Matter of time, I think, was where you were going.
Yeah, just a matter of time before Better Together wear him down here. Because just how much can he withstand?
We've already talked about the background of the Black Puma, growing up on the streets of the Bahamas. Young man had a tough upbringing. I think that's one of those things. It's a guy in Puma Johnson who won't back down from a fight. And really, the more angry you get the Black Puma, the more likely the Puma Johnson is to, you know, get aggressive. And so the beating here, yeah, might be taking down Puma, but if Better Together don't put Puma away while they have the opportunity, this could backfire.
Yeah, this is a mistake. They need to stay on top of him if they want to get this W.
And now the tag to Hadar Horvitz. You hear WWN Faithful trying to help will Puma Johnson.
Wait a minute.
What is Better Together up to here?
There's no legal man in the ring. What are they doing?
I think Hadar forgot that he tagged himself in for a second there.
I think that's what happened.
And Hadar gets kicked over into the corner. Ori Gold's tagged in, but Ori was so quick to stop Puma, or did he? Enziguri.
Oh, this is his chance.
Puma desperately needs to get to Malachite, and does. And here comes Malachite, Chris Malachite, full of P&V. Had a lot of time to recover, D'Lo.
Absolutely. Everybody's getting a piece.
And the leg of Hadar put into Ori. What do we have here? Sweep in the leg, and
oh man,
little soul food for Ori Gold from Hadar Horvitz. And more soul food.
Oh.
And I think that might be it. Pinfall. No, broken up by Hadar.
Oh.
Just when you thought Better Together, it fell apart here. Hadar was able to save things for the team, and Puma now getting stopped by the official, being told, hey buddy, you're not legal.
Oh.
And inside of the ring.
This thing's breaking down here.
Yeah, the forearm. Hadar rocked Chris Malachite. The official has no clue. Could it be? Together forever.
Oh.
That connecting.
Very nice.
Pinfall. Better Together win.
Oh, wow.
Two men who lost last week, victorious tonight, better together as they put it, the gift of the Holy Land. Victorious here tonight, WWN Proving Ground.
I gotta say, that was expertly executed, Trevin. That's what you want to do in a tag team, is isolate one guy, hit a tag team finishing maneuver, and that's the best way to get a win.
Gentlemen, over here real quick. I'm coming out. Come on over here, guys. Impressive victory in there tonight. Showing what it means to have. Whoa. You guys need to learn how to listen. Come on. Billy, please, I'm trying to pick up my gentlemen. Wait.
He's a dangerous animal. Get him out of here.
Calm down, guys. Oh my God. It's interview time. You've already got the victory. Heck of a job out there.
I know.
You guys did it all on your own.
I know.
A little bit of direction at times.
All clean.
Thoughts, guys?
Thoughts? He gathered hours and hours of footage of the Black Puma, and guess what? It worked. We baited him. We got him when he's down, and now better together are the only tag team in this company.
Sorry, your thoughts.
I told you the green screen will work. I told you. What? Mind games, baby. Mind games. Friendship. That's not what won the match. We are. Oh my God. Better. No, we're not. Together.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Mind games and friendship.
All day long.
Those gentlemen are better together. And one thing's for sure, gentlemen, I've got my eye on you. More to come from AC on both of you. More to come from AC, WWN Proving Ground.
Yeah. Would you?
Come see Proving Ground live every Friday night at Richey Racquetball and Sports Club in Port Richey, Florida at 7 p.m. Step inside the new WWN Training Center for an experience like no other. Proving Ground is a night of fun for the whole family. Tickets are available at the door and seating is limited. Doors open at 6:30 p.m.
Everywhere we go, we hear, how do I become a professional wrestler? How do I get into the business? Now's your chance. The WWNTC is the place to be.
I'm taking shots at the enemy. I'm gonna make it to the top, leave a legacy. If I got something to say, you better let me speak. Turn it up a new degree, bitch, you ain't seen anything. I pop off with the new rock.
It goes beyond just wrestling in the ring. We teach you fitness, nutrition, and everything in between, even developing your own unique wrestling persona, and then we get you on shows after you're done with your training.
'Cause I don't need saving. It's everything I've been chasing. All here for the taking. Don't wanna test your luck with me. I think I've had enough disease. I'm sick of all the bad thoughts, people who are half-nots. You are not as tough as.
Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. The Princess of Weird, Josh Johnson, reporting live for WWN Proving Ground, and I'm hoping to get a word with Port Ayala and Francisco Ciatso. I'm very flustered right now because normally cameras are not able to find them at all, and I'm hoping to get this interview, ladies and gentlemen. And I do believe I found them. Excuse me, guys. I'm just trying to do my job here, guys. I'm the newest broadcast announcer here for WWN Live. You guys have been doing a heck of a job making Gus's life a living hell. I gotta give you enough credit on that one. But everybody's wondering at home, I'm wondering, please, for this exclusive video for you guys, I've been looking all over, how are you guys going to make Gus's life more of a living hell? I mean, everyone's got to wonder.
The last thing I need is your props. The only props that Francisco Ciatso and Port Ayala need are each other's. You know why? because we're getting W after W after W. And tonight, he ran through Sean O'Reilly like the Irish tomato can that he is. Ha! Tell me, man.
Listen, when I got into that ring, when I saw that man, I already knew. I saw the future, that I was going to take him out, and it was going to be 1, 2, 3, and the referee raises my hand. But guess what happened at the end? Just like we was putting salt on the steak, Gus once again wanted to stick his nose in our business, and guess what? Now I'm pissed off. So what are you gonna do about it, Francisco?
Gus De La Vega, huh? See, I've known you for a long time. I'm not gonna yell and scream, I'm not gonna bang my chest. But you go ahead and tighten that camera shut in on my eyes. They used to carry my mother's groceries home from the bakery. Why? Because it was that respect. Gus De La Vega, they have a saying in Italian. I'm gonna snap you in half and send you back to that halfway house that you crawled out of. All time!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time for the main event of the evening, scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Now, Dila, we've been looking forward to this all night. We've already seen Francisco Ciatso get involved a post-match from Richport Ayala's match. And, of course, Gus De La Vega coming in, making that save. And it's about to come to a head here at our main event.
Yeah, it's a good thing Gus ran out with that chair, or things might have ended a lot worse for Sean O'Reilly. And of course, we've talked before about the tutelage of Francisco Ciatso and the difference it's made for Richport Ayala. But tonight, it's going to be the coach, if you will, getting in there. And there's not a lot of guys that can say they've got nearly as many years of experience as Francisco Ciatso. Maybe we're heading towards 8, 9 less, but, you know, Gus De La Vega, 16 years. Ciatso's definitely got a lot of miles under his belt. And this feud has been going on for weeks now between Ciatso, RPA.
Well, you just said it. You've seen Richport Ayala and Gus De La Vega pretty much attached at the hip since after debuting here at WWN Proving Ground, and I honestly thought it came to a head episode 10, the brass knuckles on a pole match, won by Gus De La Vega. Of course, Francisco Ciatso was not there that night, and tonight I think it's Francisco's opportunity to go one-on-one with Gus, and not surprisingly though, Gus wasted no time going right after Ciatso.
Absolutely.
Keep in mind, back episode 8, it was Gus De La Vega and Tokyo Monster Cajegas defeating Ciatso and Port Ayala. But first time for Gus De La Vega, Francisco Ciatso here in WWN Proving Ground to go one-on-one.
A lot of bad blood here between these men. And we're going all the way back almost to the beginning of season 2. This thing has been going on. Oh, look at this now.
You're absolutely right. It started as Thunder Championship wrestling matches that were showcases of some of the top students there. And of course, Richport Ayala won his, and Gus De La Vega won his, and then they faced off, and Francisco Ciatso got involved, and Richport Ayala won that one.
You should have stayed in the halfway house you crawled out of.
Oh my God, listen to this. Just berating the man.
Uncalled for, too, when it comes to where Ciatso takes things.
Knee drop right to the eye.
Come on, Gus!
We'll be talking about our special guest official all night tonight, Jim Bragg. Referee veteran. If there's anybody who could say he's been there, done that, much longer than Francisco Ciatso. It's Jim Bragg. You see Bragg trying to control things here, but not surprisingly, Ciatso going to do everything that he can to distract the officials so Port Ayala can get involved.
Oh, look at this. Look at this now. It'd be hard enough if it was just a straight-up one-on-one match with Francisco Ciatso, but the constant outside interference.
Ciatso coming off a victory at episode 12 over former student Johnny Zeke. Of course, that one had a post-match attack as well by Port Ayala, and unfortunately nobody there to help Big Zeke. And right now it's 2-on-1 for Gus De La Vega.
Absolutely. And that's the way they like it. That's the way they like it, Trevin. It's just this
now the pin
gang attack mentality, and it's really hard to combat, especially if you don't have friends of your own.
Yeah, you've been there yourself as a former ACW Tag Team Champion, part of First Degree, had 2 other run-in buddies, and you just said it. When all 3 of you guys were together, there's a lot of good and bad stuff you could do together. Pinfall!
Absolutely. It's paramount. It was strength in numbers, and that's what we're seeing here with Francisco Ciatso and Port Ayala. They're always watching each other's back.
Ciatso taking the time to enjoy the beating being put upon Gus De La Vega. You notice Francisco using the ear of Gus to force Gus up.
He's making it uncomfortable for him, Trevin.
110%. You see Gus slipping out using that speed. There's absolutely no question the conditioning is going to go in the favor of Gus De La Vega.
Absolutely. This man, Gus De La Vega, I've known him for many years, probably around 8 or 9, and he's really transformed himself. I mean, he's just shredded. Top shelf shape right here, Trevor.
De La Vega's held championships galore, as has Ciatso, but coming out of the corner with that DDT. Is the Tornado DDT going to be enough to put away Ciatso? And Ayala's concerned enough to get up.
Oh, here we go again.
And you see the official trying to get Port Ayala down and charging in Ciatso, but no! Great move by Gus De La Vega, pinfall. De La Vega got him. How about that, D-Lo?
Their antics backfired on them that time.
Interference attempt, Ciatso charging in and instead taking out Port Ayala. Quick roll-up by Gus De La Vega, and victory overcoming the numbers. What a way to end WWN Proving Ground. Any parting thoughts, D-Lo Jordan?
It's really nice to see, especially here at the end of the show. Sometimes bad things happen to bad people, and we just saw that.
And hard to argue it. Don't you love to see it? Nevertheless, for D-Lo Jordan, I'm Trevin Adams. WWNLive.com for all things World Wrestling Network. We'll see you next time at WWN Proving Ground.